Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Kingsbury. Today we're going to do another Brian Reads the News segment. This one brought to us by Ranker.com. It's titled The 12 Best Fast Food Mascots Ranked by Fans. This was written by Jessica Bedwi and updated January 1st, 2025. Who are the best fast food mascots of all time? Fast food mascots have become cultural icons representing not just their respective brands, but also embodying a sense of nostalgia and fun. These characters are designed to capture our attention, becoming household names in the process. From catchy slogans to memorable advertisements, the best fast food mascots have left an indelible mark on both pop culture and our dining experiences. Each of these mascots brings a unique personality to their brand, creating a strong and lasting connection with customers. Now it's your turn to weigh in on the top mascots for fast food chains. Use the upvote and downvote buttons to cast your votes and help celebrate the characters that have made the biggest impact in the world of fast food. Your input will create a definitive list honoring the mascots that continue to bring smiles and build brand loyalty across generations. All right, the fans have spoken. Let's get into it. The 12 best fast food mascots, starting at number 12. At number 12 are Quiznos sponge monkeys. Sponge monkeys are small, furry, rodent-like creatures that first appeared in a 2004 commercial for Quiznos. They were initially created by Joel Vitch and adopted by Quiznos as a way for them to make the most of their limited advertising budget. The commercials generally featured two of the deranged-looking creatures, one in a bowler hat and one in an 18th century seafaring hat. In the ads, the rodents levitate in front of a Quiznos shop, one playing an instrument while his friend sings about Quiznos. Sadly, the Sponge Monkey's life as Quiznos mascot was short-lived. They created the buzz the brand needed, and after a few commercials, the marketing idea was scrapped. Sponge Monkeys live on, however, in the minds of everyone who ever saw those commercials. They reappear on social media every few years, proving that these odd little creatures definitely had an impact. Why they're great? If Quiznos wanted to capture the public's eye, they definitely succeeded with sponge monkeys. You may not want to cuddle up with them, but if you watch the commercials enough times, you have to admit that they have a certain kind of charm. They're endearing and they make some great points about Quiznos sandwiches. At number 11 is the Arby's Oven Mitt. After a few tough years, Arby's decided to revamp their brand recognition through a brand new mascot. In 2003, the fast food chain introduced Oven Mitt, a goofy and bold character that brought the classic kitchen tool to life. Oven Mitt offered a creative outlet to build the Arby's brand and highlight some of the major selling points. It emphasized that Arby's oven roasted their meats, a characteristic that was meant to set them apart from competitors. Oven Mitt communicated with style and flair, using his assertive personality to whip the Arby's workers into shape. Why he's great? Well, Oven Mitt is actually a clever choice for a fast food mascot. Unlike other mascots who don't have much connection to the food, Arby's Oven Mitt has a branding intention that's expertly communicated, even while things are kept light and fun. Although Oven Mitt is doing much of the difficult work in the kitchen, he has a confidence that's endearing. He believes himself to be the most important kitchen tool, and he acts as such, resulting in a character that is interesting and laughable all at once. At number 10 is the Jollibee's Bee. Jollibee is a fast food franchise that started in the Philippines when Tan Chaction decided to open an ice cream parlor. Eventually, he added savory items to the menu and converted his restaurants into the first version of Jollibee in 1978. He chose the bee as the mascot to represent both hard work and sweetness. Consultant Manuel Lumba built upon Chaction's first design, adding a chef's hat, red dinner jacket, vest, white gloves, and an exaggerated facial features. He wanted to literally portray a happy bee, which played right into the name of the restaurant. Why he's great? Well, the sweet story behind the Jollibee adds some serious character to the mascot. He was designed with intention, promoting the industrious nature of bees and their contributions to the world. Plus, he plays right into the name of the restaurant, resulting in a mascot that's tied to the branding for the foreseeable future, if not forever. At number 9 is the Burger King King. Burger King's King first appeared as an animated mascot for children in the late 1960s to 1970s. As the years went on, he transformed into a human version, beloved by children everywhere, at least in the commercials. In these ads, he was often portrayed as a charismatic and goofy leader with magic powers who would recite the brand slogan, "Burger King, where kids are king." In 2003, the Burger King mascot changed again, this time into a caricature version of the Burger King with a plastic face. This king didn't actually speak and instead advertised his food through actions and signage. In 2011, Burger King decided to move away from the king altogether and use a food-centric approach in their advertising. Why he's great? Well, the King is a sensible mascot option for a fast food chain called Burger King. He's given the brand direction for decades and created quite a few catchy ads in the process. In addition, the latest depiction of the Burger King resulted in a genuinely funny commercials that leaned into the creepiness of the character. It showed a sense of brand awareness and an ability to laugh at itself that made the chilling face of the plastic Burger King a somewhat enjoyable sight. At number 8 is the Jack in the Box Jack. At the first Jack in the Box location, which opened in 1951, Jack sat on the roof to catch the eye of passing motorists. In 1980, however, Jack in the Box decided to move away from the cutesy clown figure to distance themselves from Jack. They blew up the original clown in one of their commercials. In 1994, Jack made his return in much the same way he left, but this time Jack got revenge by blowing up their boardroom. Since then, Jack has appeared as the straight-to-business exec still featured in ads today. In the years since his return, Jack has fought people who don't like his food, coordinated a presidential campaign, and made it through various controversies regarding his blunt advertising style. Why he's great? Well, as a mascot, Jack is pretty well-rounded. He has an interesting family history that explains his genetic mutation that incorporates a ping pong ball for a head. He has plenty of outside interest, including past experience in a heavy metal band. Most importantly, he's totally committed to his fast food empire. He's not above tongue-in-cheek humor and is actually quite funny. At number 7 is the McDonald's Grimace. Grimace is a large purple blob used to represent McDonald's. In the early days of his appearance as a McDonald's mascot, Grimace appeared as an evil Grimace, a purple monster with an excessive need to swipe milkshakes. He had a scaly appearance, 4 arms, and no charm. Unfortunately, the original portrayal of this anthropomorphic blob scared children away. The McDonald's creative team quickly realized their mistake and tweaked the character into a plush-looking, two-armed creature whose only goal was to drink McDonald's milkshakes and hang out with Ronald. The Grimace of today is a well-meaning but simple-minded creature who's both clueless and clumsy. Why he's great? Well, Grimace acts primarily as a comedic mascot for McDonald's. His simple nature is endearing to children everywhere, but it also brings a bit of comedy into McDonald's campaigns. He's a humorous sidekick for Ronald McDonald with a good heart. He's a favorite among children everywhere, probably because he acts much like a child himself. At number 6 on the list is the McDonald's Hamburglar. The Hamburglar is one of many McDonald's mascots. A resident of McDonaldland, the Hamburglar first appeared in 1971. He was originally portrayed as a terrifying old man with rat-like teeth and stringy gray hair who wanted to snag hamburgers. Thankfully, McDonald's creators realized that their original portrayal was far too scary and changed the Hamburglar into the striped, snaggletooth rascal we all know and love. This depiction ran around nabbing burgers and stashing them in his sack until he disappeared from the public eye in 2002. The Hamburglar returned to McDonald's ads in 2015, this time as a suburban dad with a sort of attractive appeal. Why he's great? Well, while the suburban dad version of the hamburger isn't well known, the impish cartoon-like version definitely is. The character just wants to eat hamburgers, that's it. He encourages you to eat as fast as you possibly can, otherwise he might take your meal. He's cute and plays well with the other characters in McDonaldland, even if he is a crook. At number 5 on the list is the Chick-fil-A's cows. In 1995, the popular chicken chain Chick-fil-A introduced their cow mascots. The cows stood on 2 legs, wore hats, and held billboards encouraging people to eat more chicken. After the campaign experienced massive success, Chick-fil-A stuck with the cows as their primary mascots, using them for all of their branding initiatives ever since. Why they're great? Well, the cows initially seemed like an odd choice. The mascots pushed the idea that cows want to eat more chicken in order to save bovine lives. The clever idea expanded into using real cows in the commercials, resulting in plenty of meme-worthy content. While the idea itself is applause-worthy, the cows used in the commercials are also cute and talented, resulting in creative ads that you'll actually want to watch. At number 4 on the list is the Little Caesars Little Caesar. Little Caesars was founded in 1959 by Mike Lilich and his wife, Marianne. It was originally called Little Caesars Pizza Treat, though the name was condensed to Little Caesars over the years. The original logo of the tiny Caesar was sketched on a napkin when the first restaurant opened. Over the years, the caricature Little Caesar has undergone minor changes, but has mostly stayed true to its original form. Why he's great? Well, the Little Caesar goes hand in hand with the franchise's famous catchphrase, "Pizza, pizza." He's a cute cartoon character with a nostalgic feel that definitely recognizable for the brand. Plus, his voice has a tone and inflection that is humorous, transforming this simple mantra into an oft-repeated phrase. At number 3 on the list is McDonald's Ronald McDonald. Perhaps the most recognizable of many McDonald's mascots, Ronald McDonald made his debut in 1963. He was originally based on Bozo the Clown after the character gained popularity in the 1950s. He was later dubbed the Chief Happiness Officer of the company and took up residence in the magical world called McDonaldland with his friends. McDonald's built a world around Ronald, giving them a huge advantage in advertising to children. Although the company has pulled back in using Ronald as their primary advertising personality, they still don't like to acknowledge that he's not real. Why he's great? Well, Ronald McDonald is a happy-go-lucky character who just wants to bring joy to those around him. He's also one of the most recognizable fast food mascots in the world. He transferred McDonald's into a source of entertainment for children rather than simply a place to eat. Ronald always has plenty of stories to tell, and he never stops smiling, even if his grin is painted on his face. At number 2 is Wendy's mascot, Wendy. When Wendy's first opened in 1969, founder Dave Thomas decided to use his 8-year-old daughter as the inspiration for his logo. Thus, Wendy's created a mascot people know and love, a freckled little girl with bright red hair that falls in impossibly voluminous pigtails sticking out from the sides of her head. However, this depiction of the Wendy served only as a logo, as the young girl never made it to the Wendy's commercials. Later, Wendy appeared as a charismatic young woman who loved the food. Finally, Wendy appeared as herself. That's right, the real Wendy Thomas starred in a Wendy's ad, using her personal history to promote the fast food chain. Today, Wendy's still features the young freckle-faced girl as their primary logo, even though the real Wendy Thomas has grown up. Why she's great? Well, Wendy is undeniably recognizable. She's been the primary logo of the Wendy's since the beginning of her image and is tied to the restaurant chain. Her personality is a central part of the fast food chain, that of a sweet young girl with plenty of pep and enthusiasm. Plus, her association with her father gives the brand a family feel, even though it has grown into a huge corporation. At number 1 is KFC's Colonel Sanders. KFC's mascot is based on the original founder of the fast food chain, Harlan David Sanders. Sanders got into the restaurant business in 1930 and was named an honorary Kentucky Colonel in 1935 because of his many contributions to the state's cuisine. He sold his Kentucky Fried Chicken Corporation in 1964, though he remained the face of the brand. After his passing in 1980, Colonel Sanders remained a major part of KFC's branding as the man in the chain's logo, though his personality and history weren't featured in branding initiatives. In 2015, KFC underwent a major marketing makeover that focused on bringing the Colonel back to the forefront of the brand. They hired various actors to play Colonel Sanders, focusing on the Colonel's contributions to the fast food chain and making his personality a major part of their marketing campaigns. Since then, the Colonel has been the primary focus in all of KFC's branding initiatives, including the release of a video game and DC comic book. Why he's great? Well, as a character, Colonel Sanders is a lovable, sweet old man with plenty of personal ties to KFC. He's often portrayed by comedians, which gives the brand plenty of room to create funny and innovative commercials. Alright, there you have it, another successful Brian Reads the News segment. Again, this one brought to us by Ranker.com, titled The 12 Best Fast Food Mascots, ranked by the fans. What do you think? Did they get it right? You think Colonel Sanders deserved to be number one? Was there one of these mascots that they left off the list? Put in the comment section if there was a mascot they forgot. Maybe they didn't make the list, and maybe next year they'll be on the list. Who knows? Also, let me know who you would have put at number one on the list. Who would you have voted for if you would have put a vote in on this 12 best fast food mascots? I'm a little bit partial to the Colonel. I think he's a good choice for number one, but don't let my vote sway you. Put your favorite there in the comment section. I'd be interested to hear from you. And if you like these sort of videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here's a look at my channel. Simply my name, Brian Kingsbury on YouTube. We're currently sitting at 1.16 thousand subscribers with 4.8 thousand videos. So there's plenty for you to watch up there. Still trying to get the channel monetized. So I thank you for watching this one to the very end. Currently sitting at about 3,000 hours of watch time. So we need 1,000 more to go. So go on up to the videos, watch a few more, and don't forget to hit that like button. When you hit that thumbs up like button, it helps get the videos in front of a few more eyes. Here's a quick look at the last 12 videos to go up to the channel. We got facts about Spock. We got growing pains, where are they now? 40 funny stories, crazy conspiracy theories, 7 things you didn't know about Mario Lopez, 10 facts about Magnum PI, top 10 90s movies. That was a fun one. 10 underrated Michael Jackson songs. Some good ones on that list. Michael Jackson, the story of the Star's final day. What a story. We have Little House on the Prairie, where are they now? Brian Reads the News, the top stories from yesterday. And finally, last night I did one, Where Are They Now? Malcolm in the Middle cast. Fun to see what they're up to. So there's the last 12 stories, the last 12 videos to go up to the channel. Be sure to check them out, watch a few, hit that like button. And if you like this sort of content, hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell. When you ring the bell, you'll be notified every time a new video drops. So kind of fun to get that notification and see what I'm up to. Again, I'm Brian Kingsbury. Thanks for watching this one to the very end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.